We'll call this work session Monday, September 8th to order. Invocation given by Mr. Kinmer and the Pledge of Allegiance by Ms. Frederick.
Almighty God, we give you thanks and praise for your great goodness towards us. We ask you to be with the council this evening as they go about the public business. Lead, guide, and direct them in all that they do. These things we ask in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, first thing tonight is a tourism grant application for the Scottsboro Barbecue Festival. Mr. Miller.
Good evening. Thank you all. As always, we're back Barbecue Festival asking for $15,000 on the tourism grant. So attached, I believe all of you have a copy of the grant request and a copy of the budget. Also included in the envelope is one of the rack cards that we sent out. I think we sent out about 15,000 of those all over the north part of the state, different hotels, tourism centers. So this year is our 10th year anniversary. So we've done a little bit more all around the board. We've increased some payouts on the backyard competition, People's Choice, a couple of other areas. We've added some advertising, some promotions. Publix is back on as our largest sponsor, as they were last year. They loved it, decided to come back this year. So that's basically it on the festival. All the activities are still the same as what we had last year. Still have the car show going on. Of course, the backyard competition, the cornhole tournament, kids area, kids queue, arts and crafts vendors, all the additional stuff. So I'm not sure if you have any questions on any of the specifics in the request.
Anyone have any questions for Mr. Miller on this?
I do. So can you kind of go through like how large this has grown over the past, from the start to where we are today? I mean, without specific numbers, I know it's grown exponentially.
Yeah, it's hard to throw out an exact number. We started with, a couple hundred, maybe 1,000 people at the very first one 10 years ago. Of course, we had 1 year that we didn't have it due to COVID. But it's just the numbers kept doubling. So we're probably estimated around 8,000, somewhere in there, that come throughout the day. Some come early, some come later in the afternoon. But we have maxed out on our vendors the last couple of years, which is around 150 to 180 vendors. I think available spots around the square, we have 205. And so some people do double, triple spots. So we pretty much max that out every year. So it's just keeps on growing. A little scary sometimes to manage the number of cars coming and the people coming, but we're able to do that with the additional increase in signage and as far as the barricades and the additional signage too. We keep adding to that every year because it's grown, and we are trying to maintain a crowd control on that.
And with the plan with the big tournament here that same weekend, how's that going to affect you think?
So some of our committee members have been talking with them down at Goose Pond. They're actually cross-promoting the event.
Great.
So they're putting some of our signage up, and we're putting some of theirs up the day of the festival.
So we're hoping they'll come down here in the mornings and then head down there that evening?
That's what we're hoping. We're hoping we can get a shuttle set up. That's been a little more challenging. The one that we had in the past, they have been told that they can't use that shuttle outside of the organization that provided it in the past, only within their organization. So we will have the unclaimed baggage shuttle. So they will have it going from unclaimed to the square back and forth so people can park there and come. But we're hoping that we would have one from Goose Pond to the square to bring those people back and forth.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions on this? No other questions. We'll move out to tonight's meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you. Number 2 is the tourism grant application for the Scottsboro High School band boosters. Miss. All right.
There you go. We'll say this is a little less hectic than it was last year. We were in here when the zoning vote was going on. I just walked in here and said, I'm just here for my little band gigs. I don't. I'm Tracy Goff, president of the Scottsboro Band Boosters. We're putting on our Where the Mountains Meet the Leaks marching festival on October 18th. It's third Saturday in October. This has been going on for at least 10 years. Last year was probably as far as I know, the most successful and organized that we've been. However, a lot of us officers were new, just kind of winging it, learning as we went. This year we are a lot more organized. We're asking for a little bit more this year, for $5,000, mostly for advertising. One comment I had last year from a lot of locals were they just didn't know about it. And we still had at least 5,000 people show up last year from, I think we had a band from Tennessee, one from Georgia, and then a lot of Alabama bands. Everywhere from down around, I think, Montgomery, we had some bands, all kinds and sizes. But we're hoping to have more this year. We're a little more organized, a little more ahead of the ball, or ahead of the game. So we expect at least 5,000, hopefully a good bit more than that. We're going to do some more advertising, hopefully, this year.
Okay. Anyone have any questions for Mr. Goff on this?
So, well, yeah, I do. So when they come in, do they stay overnight or?
Typically, no. 'Cause
Okay.
their parents usually just more or less follow band buses in, but they stay pretty late. I think the competition's usually over about 8 o'clock, between 8 and 9. They're giving out awards. Most people go home. Sometimes we'll put up some of the judges, but typically they don't stay overnight.
Okay.
I was fortunate enough to have a daughter on dance line for 4 years and got to work this thing. Yeah, it brings a good crowd. And those kids spend a lot of money. I don't know where they get all that money. So, anyone else have any questions? All right, we'll move that to tonight's meeting too.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and number 3, public hearing to rezone property on John T. Reed. This is time and place for the public hearing. Anybody here for this? All right. Anyone here against this? Anybody here against this? No one here against this? Mr. Irvin, you want to come say a few words about it again? As you see in your packet, he's looking to change to rezone to M2.
I'm just trying to get my property rezoned because the rezoning on the adjacent property east of me has kind of killed the value of what I had in the future for my property. So I have no choice but to go this route to recoup my loss.
Okay. Anyone have any questions for Mr. Irvin on this? All right. No questions on this. There's no one here against this to speak, so this to conclude the public hearing. So we have to wait, and it has to be at least 15 days. So the next actual meeting will be October 20th. We can actually vote on this. So it'll be on the October 20th meeting for a vote.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right. Number 4, discuss the resolution to apply for the airport improvement funding. Ms. Phillips, will you go over that?
This is just our annual resolution to allow the mayor to apply for airport improvement grants for the year 2026.
Anyone have any questions on this? This is just a yearly approval that we have to do to keep applying for funds. No questions on that. We'll move out to tonight's meeting. Next, discuss the resolution surplus fire department property. Chief Lee.
Yes, you should have in your packet there. We're looking to surplus several pairs of pants and turnout coats that are out of service. They've exceeded their service life of 10 years. So we're looking to surplus all of those and intend to donate those to the county or the Kevin Duke Center.
Okay. Anyone have any questions on that? No questions on that. We'll move out to tonight's meeting. Then next, discuss the fire department job descriptions. Chief Lee, go ahead.
Yes, just looking at adding a few fire college certifications to the positions on the job descriptions and just doing some minor changing of some verbiage on the description. As you'll see, it's adding 2 or 3 classes to the driver apparatus operator position, adding 1 to lieutenant, and just changing the years of experience in promoting lieutenant position for the battalion chief.
Okay. Anyone have questions on this tonight?
On the lieutenant, it says add new minimum requirements stating obtain first responder inspector. Could you,
Yes.
explain
That's a new class that the Alabama Fire College has come up with, and it's a 3-day class compared to the typical 5-day class for a certification. And we just want to get our officers and engine companies more familiar with the inspection side and being able to pick up on things and be able to send the fire inspector out.
like inspecting fire scenes and stuff like that?
No, this will be businesses
Okay.
in general, yes.
Anyone else having questions on this? All right, we're going to put this on the September 22nd meeting. Give us a time to look over this one before we vote on this. Thank you. Number 7, discuss the resolution of surplus street department property. Mr. Bradford.
In your packet, you'll see we got 2 items we'd like to surplus. Number one is a ARM leaf collection unit. And it just doesn't meet our needs. Meet our needs. And the other one's a 2008 Ford F-350. It's got a bad engine and it's not worth repairing.
Anyone have any questions on these? I believe he went over the leaf machine in our budget hearings and told us about it, so. Any other questions? All right, we'll move that to tonight's meeting. All right, number 8, discuss the resolution to approve the one-time holiday for employees. This will be Columbus Day, which is October 13th, 2025 this year. This is something we've done in the past, and we have not made this an official holiday, but we try to see how funds are going to make sure we can afford that each year. And so, anyone have any questions or comments about this? No questions, comments? We'll move back to tonight's meeting then. Okay. Number 9, approve 90% of the 25-26 budget. And what a long budget hearings it was this year. So 90% will be $26,801,834. So that's the 90% we'll be approving tonight. So anyone have questions or comments on that? All right, we'll move that to tonight's meeting. And number 10, discuss request to proceed with rezoning Scottsboro Industrial Development Board property. Mr. Light, yeah, there he is. Moved on me.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Hope y'all are doing good. You're looking good up here. I hope you've had a chance to look at our map of the area that we're talking about. I believe y'all got a copy of it. Oh, by the way, I'm representing the board tonight. I serve as treasurer, and so somehow or another the duty fell to me to come and see if I can persuade y'all to make a change. As you're probably aware, most of the industrial park is M2 already. There's one section where Tennessee Valley signed and machine shop that's been M1 for as long as I know. This is sort of on the opposite end of our park, and it was acquired by the Industrial Board in 1999. It was about 50 acres that we purchased from the Manning family, As y'all probably recall, the Clinton years were pretty good and business was good and things were going well at the park. And so the board took an opportunity to acquire some more property. And as far as I know, it was classed as an M1 at that time and has been for these 25 years or so. There's about, I guess about 30 acres that's accessible from Stewart Road, and then there's about 12 acres that's accessible from Comscope Way. But what you see highlighted there is all M1 right now. We did sell some of the property. It was a 5-acre tract that we sold to Mr. Swain back in 2003. It has a building on machine shop on it. It belongs to Lambert Incorporated now, and it's accommodating some storage for Johns Manville products as we speak. And then there was a small triangle piece of property that adjoined Johns Manville that we sold to them in 2008. Also, we of course gave up some of the property to accomplish the street right-of-way with Comscope Way that makes this property accessible. We haven't had much interest in this end of the park since the board's had it. EDA does market it as a rail site because we've got a railroad running right through the middle of it. It's an active spur that Johns Manville, I believe, is the only one that's currently using it. But it could be, a spur off or turn off on it could be added if we had the right industry coming in there. But right now, we do have some interest in the 12 acres at the end of Comscope Way. Winslow Metal Spinning, who's been, Mr. Peppers has had a very successful business in the park down there for a long time. I think he came in the 90s as well. And he's been doing really good. He's currently in another expansion right now. He recently upgraded all the electrical to make sure that he could handle additional equipment that he has on order. And he's got spending several $1 million on some new equipment, new metal spinning type machines. So thankfully, we've got somebody that's very interested in the 12 acres. But besides a metal spinning operation, he's also looking at partnering with a company that does repairs and rebuilds on that very expensive equipment. So they may work out a deal to be a building on this 12-acre site. And then also they're talking to some folks about hydraulics as well. So we could end up with several pieces of property, several businesses on this piece of property. But they think that it may be a hindrance. It only zoned M2, M1. So we're asking that you consider changing it to an M2. Like I say, right now, the only interest we have is that 12 acres, but we're hoping if we can modify the zoning for that other 30 acres that fronts Stewart Road, that perhaps it'll open up an opportunity for us to land another industry there. As y'all probably aware, we about out of properties associated with the industrial park, and so we're looking for opportunities to do things a little different. So that's my request tonight, that we rezone the entire, I think there's 43 acres that's involved. 12 we have an absolute interest in right now that we're working on. Hopefully this will open the door for others as well, being a rail site.
Anyone have questions, Mr. Light, on this?
I don't have a question, but just for information, it passed unanimous at the Planning Commission.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Anyone else have comments or questions?
Good news.
It is.
All right, then-
We're excited that this will develop.
All right, so we'll move it to tonight's meeting to a vote to approve, to move forward with a public hearing on rezoning.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank
All
y'all
right.
very much.
Thank you. Thank you for what you do on that board. That'll conclude the work session tonight. Give me just a second and I'll get things ready for the meeting. So we're adjourned from the work session. See what you got. Make sure. All right, because I'll have to read them out in a second. Make sure Mike's okay. I was coming up there to pick you up, Mike. All right, let's get going. We'll call this council meeting Monday, September 8th to order. We'll dispense with formalities. Ms. Phillips, will you do the roll call?
Mr. Stewart?
Here.
Ms. Tolliver? Here. Mr. Ashburn?
Here.
Ms. Frederick? Here. Mr. Bailey?
Here. Before we move to adopt the agenda, I'll read it out to you tonight. So what we moved from the work session, number 1, approve tourism grant application for Scottsboro Barbecue Festival. Number 2, approve a tourism grant application for Scottsboro High School Band Boosters. Number 3, approve a resolution to apply for airport improvement funding for the fiscal year 2026. Number 4, approve a resolution to surplus fire department property. Number 5, approve a resolution to surplus street department property. Number 6, approve a resolution for a one-time holiday. Number 7, approve 90% of the 25-26 budget. And number 8, approve to move forward with a public hearing to rezone property for the Industrial Development Board. So, with that being said, do I have a motion to approve that agenda tonight?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on it? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Agenda's adopted. Next is the approval of previous minutes. Do I have a motion to approve those minutes?
I make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are approved. There's no old business, so we'll go to new business. Number 1 tonight was to approve tourism grant application for Scottsboro Barbecue Festival. In your motion, please put an amount. So do I have a motion?
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the request for $15,000.
So I have a motion to approve 15. Do I have a second on that?
I second.
Any discussion on that? All right, hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 2, approve a tourism grant application for Scottsboro High School Band Boosters. Of course, in this one too, in your motion, please put an amount.
I make that motion that we approve it for $5,000.
Okay. Have a motion to approve 5,000.
I
Yep.
second.
Got a second? Any discussion on that? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 3, approve a resolution to apply for airport improvement funding for the fiscal year 2026. Do I have a motion for that?
I make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on it? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 4, approve a resolution to surplus fire department property. I have a motion to approve that.
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on it? And he said in that he was going to donate those, that equipment, so let that be known in that resolution too.
I think it's awesome. John.
So with that being said, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 5, approve a resolution to surplus street department property.
I make
And
that, go ahead. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
That will go back into your account, in general budget of the street department. So do I have a motion to approve that?
I make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on that? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 6, approve a resolution for a one-time holiday, Columbus Day, October 13th, 2025, this year. Do I have a motion to approve that?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on it? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 7, approve 90% of the 25-26 budget. That's $26,801,834. Do I have a motion to approve that?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on it? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 8, approve to move forward with a public hearing to rezone the property for the Industrial Development Board. Do I have a motion to approve that?
I'll make the motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on that? Just in discussion, if it's approved, that will happen on September 22nd. So, any other discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. That'll conclude the meeting tonight. No delegations and no mayor tonight, so we'll go to reports here. I'll start the other end. Ms. Frederick?
I do want to say that the art in the park was awesome.
It was.
It was great. So Ms. Tolliver worked on that. It was great. So that's all I've got to say.
Mr. Ashburn?
I don't have anything, thank you.
Ms. Tolliver?
I just want to thank everybody for coming out for Art and Park and plus coming downtown and for the Duncan booth. It was successful. Our Main Street made a lot of money off of that, so we're just going to keep on rooting that in for next year. But I especially want to thank the RecCom. They did an awesome job by taking care of trash on that day. So I just want to give a shout out to our RecCom because they need that shout out too. Thank you. And our police department. Awesome, awesome. Just let you know that the vendors was excited by the traffic, how they had somebody out there, and the public was too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mr. Stewart?
How much money was raised for when you were in the Duncan booth?
Huh?
Weren't you in the Duncan booth?
No.
I thought I saw a picture of you.
I bailed on it. I had the dates mixed up. I thought it
I'm
was gonna be on
sorry.
Saturday.
I'm sorry I asked that question.
Yeah.
You should have
I
started
had
with me.
commitments at church on Sunday. I'm sorry. I will know for next year.
I'll be the first one in line. Just to
They have
kind
one
of
during the winter.
It's got to be just 30 minutes, though. These guys will keep me in it all day, yeah.
Just to reiterate, the Art in the Park was fantastic. I know there's a lot of planning, a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, but that's something that I've always looked forward to ever since I was a little kid. I grew up over on Pine Street, and I'd walk to it. It was my favorite event, other than Christmas, of course. But just want to thank everybody that was involved in it. So
I'm sorry, I got one more thing. I'm sorry.
go ahead, Nita. Go ahead, Nita.
Okay, I have to give a shout out to my fire department too. They set up and kids came by all day long. We still have kids wearing bracelets to school today. So I got to give y'all a shout out too. I really do appreciate and getting the parents involved. And I just want to say that too, because I don't want to ever leave anybody out because we are a team and I do appreciate everybody pulling together. Thank you. I'm done, I promise you.
Mr. Stewart, were you done before she cut you?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't finished.
I didn't mean to.
I just want to also talk. I know we approved the money for the Scottsboro Barbecue Festival, but that's something that has grown a lot over the past few years, and I'm just excited to see it continue to grow and get national attention as well. So I know Brent has worked really hard on that for 10 years plus. So it was a vision that something I believe that you had a long time ago, Brent, and I'd love to see that it came to fruition. And let's just continue growing it and help Scottsboro as a whole and the county. So that's all I have.
And hopefully everybody has that date set aside in October because it's going to be a busy day around here that day. So anyways.
Can we set up a Duncan booth, Brent?
Oh, no. All right. Let me remind everybody, there'll be a work session next Monday, the 15th, a meeting on the 22nd. There'll be no meeting on the 29th. That's a fifth Monday. So just to kind of get some housekeeping done. I appreciate everyone coming out. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
You do.
We're adjourned. Thank you.
We're gonna break him in.